Again, guys, encrypted black here. How are you guys doing? Remember to like and subscribe. So here I want to touch on a few topic real quick. So Binance confirm opt-in button to pay 1.2% tax for Luna Classic trading. Okay, not bad. So Binance will be adding an opt-in button for users to pay a 1.2% tax for Luna Classic trading, the platform announced today. But let us just read further and see the breakdown of this and see how this correlates to what should be happening here. Okay, so let us look at the classic market. Classic market is still not doing so well. So Binance CEO spoke on the most recent Luna Classic burn in a blog post on Friday. He says that the decision to implement the button is in response to a wide desire for it by Binance users. The CEO listed the following steps Binance will take in response to the Luna Classic burn. Step 1, implement an opt-in button for people to opt in to pay a 1.2% tax for their Luna Classic trading. When the opt-in account reach a holding of 25% of the total Luna Classic held on Binance, it will start to charge a 1.2% tax for all opt-in traders when they trade Luna Classic. This prevents people who don't hold the coin to affect the votes. It also gives the early adopters peace of mind that they are not the only few paying an extra 1.2%. The tax only kicks in at a 25% quorum. This should encourage them to opt in more easily. Step 3. When the opt-in trader reach 50% of the total Luna Classic trading volume on Binance, it will roll out the 1.2% trading tax for all Lunatic Classic trading. This prevents large Luna Classic whales who may hold large amounts but don't actively trade to influence votes. According to the CEO, this feature will be removed if the threshold for step 2 cannot be reached within a month. An exact date for the button addition was not confirmed. Not quite sure if I'm getting any great understanding of this. So basically, Binance want to implement. Well, they are going to implement it. It has been confirmed. So Binance confirmed that they're gonna build a opt-in button to pay 1.2% tax. But the question that I want to ask is this a mandatory button that once you're trading Luna Classic, then you have to pay this 1.2% tax? Because I break down the whole scenario with the trading at this point. Because if they implement, as I always say, if they do it good, if they don't do it good, if they think of doing it good, right? But I think that this should be more clear because, as I've outlined in previous videos, that the trading volume is going to fall. That's that, right? So first step, they said that they're going to implement an opt-in button for people to opt in to pay. Okay, so you can opt in to pay the 1.2% tax for their Luna Classic trading. Step 2, when the opt-in account reach a holding of 25% of the total Luna Classic held on Binance. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So They're gonna add that to that. So the Binance hot wallet, when there is actually 25% of it holding that, well, 25% of the kind that is on Binance, of the total Luna held on Binance, it will start to charge a 1.2% tax for all opt-in trader when they trade Luna Classic. This prevents people who don't hold the coin to affect the votes. It also gives the early adopters peace of mind that they are not the only few paying an extra 1.2% tax. The tax only kicks in at a 25% quorum. This should encourage them to opt in more easily. Okay, so the step three, when the opt-in traders reach 50% of the total Luna Classic trading volume on Binance, it will roll out the 1.2% trading tax for all Luna Classic trading. Okay, this is interesting. So when the opt-in traders reach 50% of the total Luna Classic trading volume on Binance, it will roll out the 1.2% trading tax for all Luna Classic trading. This prevents large Luna Classic whale who may hold large amounts but don't actively trade to influence votes. And by votes, they're basically talking about the price. That's what they're talking about. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So after step one, then step two. So step one would have been the button. Step two would have, all of the holding must amount to 25% of the total amount of kind that are on Binance. That is step two. Step three now, once once the opt-in trader reach 50% of the total Luna Classic trading volume on Binance, it will roll out the 1.2% trading tax for all Luna Classic trading. Wow. So, frankly, guys, as I said, I have to retract back. I have to retract. Now, this is just basically what Binance is doing, and we really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. It's fine. It's okay. But what's the catch? What's the catch here? They're just basically saying, okay, we're gonna add this button, so whoever wants to do this, they can opt in to do it. And then secondly, once it reach a 25% holding level, so it's 25% of all the circulating supply on Binance Exchange. Once it reaches to that level, then it goes to stage 3, with stage 3 is basically once it goes to the 50% of the trading volume. So what if they have 500 million trading volume? Once 200 million trading volume, 250 million trading volume. So everyone who trades Luna Classic will be charged this 1.2% tax. Fair enough. Fair enough. But just remember that the underlying thing here is that Binance will be still making money, and they have thought about this very, very well. And in all aspect of this is that they are ensuring that they don't get their asses kicked by Coinbase and other exchanges, by Gate.io, by other exchanges, right? So they have basically buckled down themselves in their seat, right? They have buckled down themselves. So whenever the plane is taking off, no one falls to the ground or falls to the side, whichever. So okay, it's fine. it's fine, but there is something here for Binance. Binance is still going to collect that off-chain trading fee, which is their 0.1% there, right? So this doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. However, this is a basically somewhat of a good move by Binance. However, it still has the catch 22 within it. It still has the catch 22 within it. And this must be right across the board. It must be a congruent process. Yes, it has to be a congruent process. So it would be very much unfair if one exchange is doing this and then another exchange is not doing it. So I guess what we're gonna see some centralized move by Binance. I think Binance is probably going to disable deposit and withdrawal. That's just basically what they are going to do, because if they don't do this, then some an exchange who is not supporting this cause, this implementation of the opt-in button, right? There could be some exploitation there, because they could go to that particular exchange, get the tokens from there, and then transfer them to Binance to arbitrage the price and make a profit. So you're gonna see some restriction where deposit and withdrawals are concerned here, and I'm totally not in agreement with restriction, because what if you need your coins to just be in a wallet or something. So that's basically not good, and they're not telling you that. They're not basically they're not gonna say that to you. So let us see if we can let us see what we can do here. Let us see if we can deposit anything. Okay, let us see if we can deposit USTC. Okay. Okay, we can deposit. Okay, okay, yeah, good. So the basically has okay, let's do so. Both memo and address are required to successfully deposit your USDT Binance. Please note that there is a 1.2% tax that will be burned from your transfer amount, and your account will be credited less 1.2% for. Okay, cool. That's so Binance has successfully implement the on-chain transaction tax there. Okay, cool. So let us see if we can deposit Luna Classic. Okay, cool. So both Luna Classic has been supported, and UST has been supported with the 1.2% tax. So what I've just read is the off-chain section that Binance discussed there. Pretty interesting. Okay, cool. So as you can see, I do not have any funds in my account currently. It's supposed to make a deposit earlier. No, later on. So let us see if we can withdraw Luna Classic here. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So, but after the successful implementation of the Luna Classic, Luna UST burn, mechanism on the off-chain section of the exchange, we definitely going to see some restriction where deposit oil where I think it would have been where deposit. So I said withdrawals, right? I think I need to retract that. So it wouldn't necessarily mean withdrawals, but it would have mean deposit. So basically, Binance maybe, I'm just saying this, that they probably is gonna shut down or put the deposit address or deposit function of the Luna USD once the off-chain mechanism with the 1.2% opt-in button has been placed on the platform. They're basically gonna disable the deposit, because you could arbitrage the Luna Classic, the USD, from another exchange. You're just basically gonna buy the Luna Classic from another exchange who probably is not gonna charge that 1.2% tax, right? And arbitrage it on Binance. So that's what I'm looking for. You can see that the market is kind of reacting to this news now. So USD is doing fairly well, you know, fairly well. Their volume is the same. Luna Classic, it's trying. It's trying, but it's still under a lot of pressure. The trading volume on Binance here has fallen too. So I'm not gonna expect much, as I've said in previous videos, that this is just basically not realistic for Luna Classic to explode. Not realistic at all for it to explode currently. But let us hope and see what will happen. It would be great if it explode. Fine if it don't, cause that trillions, the trillions of coins. I think it's 6 point something trillion. That's quite a lot of coins there. That's quite a lot of coins. So but let us see how this Binance implementation of the tax mechanism and the off-chain aspect of the exchange will actually work. Let us see how it will work, and let us not be too doubtful. But this Luna Classic, it's not gonna explode as how many persons were like thinking that, okay, you know what, it's going to. No, it's just not going to explode. And any exchange who isn't supporting the burn, you know, they can profit from some persons leaving Binance, because persons are going to leave Binance. Persons are going to leave those exchange who are actually doing the taxation. Yes, persons are actually going to do that. So they are going to lose some some customers there. However, all these burns cause, like, they're just basically not going to burn. All right, so let us bring up the class. Okay, so let us bring up the classic. Let us bring up the classic there. Classic, Luna Classic, Terra Luna Classic. Okay, so the Terra Luna Classic, right? So we have 6.9 trillion. Well, no, 6.9 trillion. Yeah, so we call it 6 trillion 900 billion, right? So 6 trillion 900 billion. Guys, you have 365 days in the year, right? You're not gonna burn 1 billion per day. That's just not gonna happen. And let us say they are burning 1 billion per day. That would be good. Would that send Luna Classic price to the moon? No, it's not. No, it has a 647 million trading volume. And here, it's not gonna send it to the moon. Why? Because everything goes off Bitcoin. Like you're saying, okay, cool. The other day Bitcoin was down, but Luna was pumping because this was the natural price that Luna was supposed to be at. The market saw that, and it decided, listen, this is the price at which Luna should be selling at, right? So for those of who are like thinking, oh, you know what? This burn mechanism now is gonna send Luna back to $1. It's just not realistic. It's not going to happen, people. It's not going to happen. With 6 trillion, 6 trillion is quite a lot of tokens. It is an enormous amount of tokens. Now, as previously mentioned, right? The burning mechanism, the burning mechanism is supposedly going to last. Let's see. Think the burning mechanism is not supposed to last um, that long. Okay, yeah, see there. Hold on there. Okay, so okay, I'm just not seeing it. Okay, yeah, see it here. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, yes, I've found it. Yeah, so basically, okay, so you need again occur back in May. Okay, cool. In order to decrease the token fee. Okay, deflation strategy over time. Okay, we're sent to an inaccessible rate, and this deflation strategy over time will effectively decrease the total circulating supply of Luna. The burn mechanism designed to remain active until the total supply reaches 10 billion. So, as you can hear, people, the burn mechanism is designed to remain active until the total supply reaches 10 billion, at which point it will remain constant. So, after the total supply of Luna Classic goes to 10 billion, right? So you see what I'm talking about now? You see what I'm talking about? See what I've said? This is perfect analysis. See what I've said, that the burning mechanism is not going to send the Luna to $1 because the Terra Rubber team, and I'm going to do a video on that. So, but let us conclude this video. Stop it because it is getting too long, right?